Okay, now for the part 2 of 9.2 multiplying polynomials, we're going to do the applications. So we're going to look at 3 different problems. The first problem is we're going to do the dimensions of a rectangle. And we have to write an expression that represents the area of the rectangle. So it makes sense that we need to start out by drawing a rectangle. Now, it says the dimensions of the rectangle will be x plus 4 and x plus 5. So it says write an expression that represents the area of the rectangle. Well, the only dimensions that we have are binomials. So we would start out with the area formula. Area equals length times width. So area would equal the length, x plus 5, times the width, x plus 4. Now, we need to simplify this, and we need to multiply the two binomials. Since we are back to binomials, we can use the FOIL method. So we can say area equals first x squared, outer 4x, inner 5x, last 20. So we end up getting the area expression to be x squared plus 9x plus 20. Now, for the next one, it says solve a multi-step problem. And here it says you are making a walkway around part of your swimming pool. The dimensions of the swimming pool and the walkway are shown. So here is the pool, and then you have a little bitty walkway around it. And down here it says write a polynomial that represents the area of the swimming pool. Well, the trick with this problem is actually figuring out the length and the width of the rectangle. So let's look at the length first. And the length is going to be, okay, it's 25 for the big one, but it's saying find the swimming pool only. So we're really only looking at this little bitty part. Now we see the whole thing is 25 and up here is x, so it makes sense that the length would be 25, take away this little x right here. Now the width works the same way. We can see here that the width of the walkway is 18, but we only need to look at the swimming pool. So it is 18 here to here, but we have this little x right there. So it is going to be 18, take away this x. Now, once we have the length and the width, we can actually now do the area formula again. So once again, area equals length times width. So area equals 25 minus x times 18 minus x. Now notice these two binomials are backwards. It's okay. We're just going to deal with it. So we will in fact use FOIL. So first is 450, outer negative 25x, inner negative 18x, and last, a negative and a negative makes a positive x squared. Now, this is not in standard form, so we're going to clean it up. We are going to put the x squared first. We are going to combine like terms. So we're going to get a negative 43x, and then the 450 will go here. Now, that is the polynomial that represents the area of just the swimming pool. Now, we're not finished. Now it's asking us, what is the area of the swimming pool if the walkway is 2 feet wide? Now, I know you're tempted to go ahead and just put the 2 in here and multiply, but we actually want to use our swimming pool here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the 2, which is 2 feet away, the area of the swimming pool, okay, and we're going to plug that 2 into our formula. So we're going to get 2 squared minus 43 times 2 plus 450. And then you can type this in on your calculator and it will come out to be 368 square feet. Because we're actually dealing with area, we will have square feet. Now, like I said, there's another way to do that problem, but they want you to use your area expression. Now, for the last application, it says write a polynomial that represents the area of the shaded region. Now look at this picture. You basically have a larger rectangle with a smaller rectangle, and we're only doing the shaded region. So this is the plan that we need to use. We need to do the area of the big triangle, subtract out the area of the little triangle. So that's going to be our plan to solve this problem for just the shaded region. So the area of the large triangle will be length times width. We have length and width in binomials. So we are going to say 2x plus 3 times 5x plus 6 for the big one. Let's clean this up. We're going to get 10x squared, 12x, 15x, plus 18. Clean up the middle. 10x squared plus 27x plus 18. Now I'm going to group this together because this is the area of the big triangle. We have not yet found the area of the small one, but when I look over here I see two monomials. So I actually have area for this one 6 times 2x. So the area is simply 12x. So what we would do, since our plan is to subtract this area, we would write it like that, because if this was actually more like a binomial trinomial, we would have to distribute that negative. In this case, it doesn't make that big of a deal. So we would now say 10x squared, we would take away the 12x, that'll give us 15x plus 18. That is the area expression for the shaded region. Now, make sure that you complete the worksheet 9.2 for homework, and we will go over it the next class.